Have you ever felt like the harder you hold on to something, the more painful it becomes? A relationship, an idea, a past memory, even a version of yourself. We cling because we fear loss, and yet, ironically, clinging itself is what brings suffering. But what does that really mean? And why does modern psychology say the same thing in different words? Today, let's explore the science and philosophy behind letting go. Why it's so difficult, why it's so liberating, and how we can actually do it. Let's start with a simple truth. Everything changes. Nothing stays the same. Not your thoughts, not your emotions, not the people in your life. But the human mind hates uncertainty. So we try to hold on. We try to make things permanent, even when they're slipping through our fingers. And that's where suffering begins. Have you ever been in a situation where you knew something was over, but you refused to accept it? A relationship that had run its course? A job that no longer felt right? Or even a childhood memory you kept revisiting, hoping it would come back? The pain wasn't in the loss itself. The pain was in resisting the reality of that loss. This is where Buddhism and psychology meet. In psychology, they call this attachment distress. Your brain creates deep neural connections to the things and people you associate with happiness. When you lose them, or even the idea of losing them, your nervous system reacts as if you're in danger. Your heart races, your stomach clenches, and your mind loops the same thoughts over and over. In Buddhism, this cycle is called dukkha, suffering. And suffering, Buddha taught, is caused by clinging. Not by what happens to us, but by how tightly we hold on to things that are meant to change. So how do we truly let go? It starts with being aware, not forcing yourself to let go, not pretending you don't care, but seeing your own clinging clearly, seeing how you grasp at things, how your mind resists change, how you hold on even when you're hurting. And when you see it, really see it, things start to unwrap. Psychologists call this radical acceptance. It means acknowledging reality without resistance, without judgment. It's easier said than done. Suppose you're hurt, but you don't want to get hurt. So the hurt is reality, not what you hoped. It's about surrendering to what already is. In Buddhism, this is called non-attachment. It doesn't mean you don't love. It doesn't mean you don't care. It means you love without fear. You experience life fully, knowing that everything is fleeting, and that's okay. Imagine you're holding onto a rope, and on the other end, something is pulling you. The tighter you grip, the more it burns your hands. But the moment you let go, relief. You're free. This is the paradox of letting go. We think it will leave us empty, but instead, it makes us light. We think it will take away meaning, but instead it makes space for something new. Do ask yourself, what are you clinging to? And what would happen if you loosen your grip, even just a little? Because sometimes the greatest freedom is in simply letting go.